Annyeonghaseyo, Sarans. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Fam Bam, and what a interesting video for you to fall upon. This is the beginning of a new series for me where I am basically going to walk you guys through my experience of how to explain what Second Life is, how to get into building your shape and skins and stores and friends and family and basically all of everything that you may have questions about. I am going to attempt to answer. Therefore, I am going to ask for feedback later on, just so you guys can let me know what other questions you may have about Second Life that doesn't immediately come to mind for me, because I have been here for a while. So with this series, I am calling it What the Culture. So it's similar to like a tutorial of a how-to, a 101, anything like that. I'm calling it What the Culture, and we're pretty much talking all about SL. So first, I wanted to kind of basically introduce Second Life to everyone. Those who are just now finding my channel, if you guys are coming in from a different type of game, you can always see and be like, what is Second Life? And that's what I'm going to answer for you guys in this video. So when I think of what Second Life is, I think of it as a virtual reality, maybe a 3D game, maybe like Sims, but real people, things of that nature. But what we're going to do today, we're going to go ahead, I'm going to put this camera down, since you guys are all up close and personal. I'm going to put this camera down. I'm going to go ahead and hop on the internet and see what the internet says about what Second Life is. Okay, so let's go ahead, go to our favorite little Google here and type in what is Second Life. And what comes up for me is basically Second Life's official page, and it tells you Second Life is an official website. Second Life is a free 3D virtual world where users can create, connect, and chat with others around the world. Additional, it goes into that it uses voice and chat and things of that nature, but basically what struck out to me is a virtual world, a virtual reality. So that brings me to my next question. What is virtual reality? Basically, the definition that comes up is virtual reality is a simulated experience that can be similar to or completely different from the real world. Applications of virtual reality can include entertainment and educational purposes. Basically, exactly what Second Life is. It is a world of its own where it includes different people all over the world coming together to see and be different or be the same. Just a Second Life, exactly the name. But I did go ahead and grab a video from the Second Life YouTube itself. I'm going to link that down below so you guys can see. They have awesome videos, some tutorials themselves. They talk about destinations you can go to. But I'm going to link that down below. But let's go ahead and hop into their video.
Second Life is an endless garden of creativity.
We are walking into a work of art created by the people who live there.
We have the ability to communicate in a way that is very liberating.
When I found Second Life and saw everything that it was capable of doing, that really struck a chord with me.
There's a freedom that comes from being in the virtual world.
Right. So now that we've done that, I want to show you guys exactly what comes up when you type in what is Second Life and you click on the main link for the Second Life page. It brings you to the Second Life page where you can either log in if you have an account already or click the join button. From there, you will set up an account, which I will go over in a later video. But you set up an account, you create your character, your avatar, and you hop into this magical world that we call Second Life. Another thing you can do is scroll down and kind of, if you're new to it and you want to know basically where to go, what to do, there's entertainment, there's destinations, there's chatting, there's so many other awesome things you can explore with this. So those are a couple of the features down here. But while I have you guys, I do want to talk about basically touching bases on my pros and cons, because there are pros and cons to everything. My pros and cons to Second Life itself. For starters, my pros are that sometimes I'm technically an introvert. I use the energy that I have to socialize when I need to, and then when I don't, I recollect my energy by being alone. But in Second Life, you can be alone by also not being alone, if that makes sense. So you get on here, you want to make new friends. Sometimes you don't want to go outside, especially right now. You can't go outside. So you hop on here, and there's people from literally around the world. There's not just people from your city, your state, your town. There's people from, so I'm from the US, I'm from Michigan, but there's people I've met literally across the USA. I've met people in London, I've met people in Japan, I've met people all over the place. Yes, we're in different time zones, but I'm a night owl, so that's not a problem for me. Just to be up and talking to people, no problem. I enjoy helping people, so I talk to new people all the time. But that's something you can do. Not only that, but you can customize your character, your avatar to your liking. So I try to make my avatar look a little different than me, but she ends up looking like me anyway. I'm small, kind of tall. My hair isn't white. It is gray in real life though. Not by nature, but by choice. Whatever. But you can customize it to be whatever you want to be. You don't have to be a human on here. You can be a vampire, you can be a demon, you can be a furry, you can be a werewolf, you can be a fairy, you can be a hybrid. You literally can be whatever you want to be on here. You can be a dog. They literally have dog avatars that you're like someone's pet if you want to be, or you could just be a random dog, or whatever. You can be literally whatever. That's the magical part about it. And there's a community for whatever you want to be. So it's not like you want to get on here, you want to be an alien, and now you're going to be alone. You're going to get on here, you want to be an alien, there's a community for aliens. Or you want to communicate with other people who are down with having alien friends. I'm down with having whoever as a friend, as long as you're cool people. That's one of the pros. And like I mentioned earlier, I have been on here for a long time. So back when I started, one of the fun things, and I'm pretty sure it's still fun now, I just have to get back into it. One of the fun things about Second Life is you can go to like a random dancing midnight party and be there all night. If your settings, which we'll go over in a later video, are talking about being at midnight, your scene is going to show as midnight. You're going to be sitting there dancing around, talking to people, chatting it up. You might want to go to a rave. That's fun too. You can literally do all of that. Me and my friends used to have raves. We used to live in a castle. We had wars, and yes, it sounds violent, but definitely it's not. You can have wars with your friends and just keep coming back to each other and doing those fun things, to sit around talking just about anything. You can share whatever you want, or don't share anything at all. You can role play and create your own story. There's a lot of people who love writing fictional novels and creating characters. You can do that here. Those are awesome fun things that you can do here. One of my favorite things, which is a habit and a curse for me, is shopping. Second Life has endless shopping abilities here. You can, like I said, create whatever type of character you want, but with that there's accessories and clothes and things that go with that character. Second Life has it. And if it doesn't, it is a free world where you can create it. If it's your idea and you want to do it and it's not on here already, go ahead and create it. Second Life is here for you to do that. Now, a couple things I'll get into in later videos, but I do want to go over some downfalls that I find in nowadays Second Life that I didn't really see that much before. There are some people who prefer to be to themselves. They stay in their house. They're in their plats, like little sky homes. They keep to themselves. They're not the most friendly. That is a downfall, where if you're on here and you're trying to make friends, you're trying to connect with people, some people aren't open to that. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not sure why they're on a virtual reality game, to just not talk to people, but they're doing that. Some people are on here and they are bored. Yeah, they're bored. Like, to me, it's like, if you're bored, you get on Second Life. But if you're bored and then you get on Second Life and you're still bored, what is there to do? Just log off, I guess. I mean, that's my advice to them. It's like, okay, I'm a straightforward friend, so if you're bored, log off. I don't know what else to tell you. You're not going to come around me and be bored. I don't want to be bored with you. So that's a downfall. It's like, it gets kind of, you know, sometimes if you're not making friends or you're not doing anything, you might find yourself bored. But if that's the case, go out and do something. Go out and make some friends. Go out and shop. Go out and dance around. People might hit you up. I mean, that happens. Another downfall that kind of makes Second Life not fun is griefers, trollers. There are people who get on here just to make other people's Second Lives not as fun. So they spam you with objects. They spam the chat. They talk crap about people. And it's like, seriously, that's what you're here to do? Whatever. I wouldn't let those people deter you from coming to Second Life, because out of the percentage of people who's on here, they're a very minute percentage of people. They're just, that's what they do. They're the same type of people who get online and make bad comments on whatever just because they can. So ignore those people. The only other downfall I want to warn some people about when joining Second Life, which I'm going to put up on my screen right here for you, they tell you the minimal graphics and capabilities that your computer needs to be in order to run Second Life. But again, that's just the minimal to run it. So if you have that, that's cool. You can get on Second Life, you can do that. However, what you may run into is what we call lag, the lag monster. That makes Second Life significantly less fun, because your friends, like, I go exploring. That's also a benefit for Second Life. They have all these different type of sims, which we will be doing some exploring videos pretty soon. But they have sims where you go places and you can go hiking, you can go surfing, you can chill at the beach, you can go snow sledding, skiing, literally whatever. But if you want to go do that with a group of people and your computer may not be like up to par with other people's computers, sometimes you can't do the same activities. Or if you want to go to a party and it's jam-packed, maybe you're gonna lag, your screen's gonna flicker black, and you might even crash. That makes Second Life less fun, because it's like, bro, I can't do anything. But to combat that, you either get a different graphics card or an external graphics card or whatever, just to kind of upgrade your computer as you can. A different combat to that is just turning down your graphics. I don't walk around on Ultra, which I'll show you some of those settings later. I don't walk around on Ultra when I'm in Second Life, just because I want a smooth running of my game. But you can combat that by that. Check your bandwidth with your internet. There's recommendations for how to make sure that matches up so you stay connected and you don't run through lag. There's different things to fix that part. So there, for every downfall, that there is a fix to it, so don't worry. But basically that's the video, guys. Next video I have for What the Culture, I'll just kind of be going into the differences of, because I know some of my viewers are exploring it and trying to see, like, because they're in IMVU and they're coming over, or they're trying to see really what's the hype about it. I'll be going over that in my next video of what's the differences and similarities between Second Life and IMVU, because those are the two main headhunters for virtual realities. So be on the lookout for that, guys. If there's questions or anything that you guys want to know about Second Life, let me know in the comments down below. I will be doing What the Culture pretty often, just trying to get information out to you guys about what Second Life is, the different type of bodies, the different type of skins, how to create a character, what you need, what you don't need, how much you may need, everything under the sun. But if there are certain things that you guys specifically want to know about, let me know, and I'll be sure to get that information out to you guys. But again, thank you guys for being with me through this journey and watching this video, supporting this journey with me and everything. Love you guys. Talk to you next time.